Channel Island beaches, places of relaxation and tranquility. But when the water starts to warm up, a great deal can be gained from getting in the waves. I've made my way to a popular surfing spot to see just how easy it is to take up the water sport.
Well, it's a beautiful day down here at St Wands Bay, but now it's time for me to get concentrating before I get in the water. This is Grace, she's going to be my surf instructor today. So Grace, can you talk us through the most important things we need to know if we want to get standing up on a board today?
Yeah, sure. So the most important thing is having fun. So to enable us to do that, we'll have to recap our safety. So some signals in the water and just things to be aware of. And then obviously we have to practice our pop-up. So we're going to go through each step and make sure that you've got it down before we head out into the water and practice out there. Okay, so first off, we're going to practice our paddling technique. So if you want to lie down on the board, it's very important to get our toes on the very end of the board. That makes sure our body position is correct. And then we're going to start practicing our paddling. So one arm at a time. I like to think of them as big ice cream scoop hands. Gathering your favourite ice cream. And then when the wave catches up to us, we're going to be paddling, trying to gain speed. The wave will catch us and we will paddle 3 more times. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're ready to begin our pop-up. So our pop-up starts, number 1, with our hands, fingers spread apart, flat on the deck. Number 2 is we're looking forwards and arching our back. And number 3, we're going to pop our front foot in between our hands. 1, 2, 3. And we try and keep our hands down and our back straight. From there, when we're nice and comfortable, very slowly start to stand up. Very slowly. So we're nice and stable. Back straight, bend from the knees. That's really good, it's perfect. Okay, Annie, so it normally takes years of practice, but you've had about 5 minutes. Well, let's go and give it a go anyway.
It's certainly harder than it looks. Once I was in the water, there were a few wipeouts awaiting me.
How's it going?
It's going okay, but I can't get my back leg up, so I haven't completely stood up yet, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do it. Woo!
But after a lot of trial and error, things were looking up for me and my surfboard. And after a few attempts, I started to get the hang of it. My verdict? A fantastic sport to take up for the spring. And if I can stand up after a 5-minute lesson, then so can anyone. It's also easy to have just as much fun on the water as you can in it. Guernsey's Lamada Carteret School is making waves. Its water sport lessons are picking up prizes like the R.D. Leak Trophy.
Well done, Lamada Carteret. Give yourselves a round of applause.
But learning to sail is just one of the activities that's making it worthy of awards.
They're close to the sea and it makes sense that they go down to Grand Rock and they do sea swimming and their teachers are trained to do it. And it's just everything that we want from getting people to be active by the sea that they've embraced. You go down there, you'll just hear shrieks of laughter. It gives them the confidence and the understanding of what it's like to be to live on an island and the pleasures of living by the sea.
And today's lesson is proving popular with the students.
It's really fun. Why is that? Because we were on the water and I like swimming.
It's fun because you get to steer your own boat with your friends, have a little chit chat and try not to crash into each other.
For these islanders, stepping into the pool helps to improve their physical and mental health. These sessions, run by the Jersey Dips charity, support people who have injuries or disabilities.
One is going to obviously be the physical benefit. Alleviating pain is one of the main things, but also it's quite social. We get a lot of people who are coming here and they like the social aspect.
The warm temperature of the pool also does a lot of good for people recovering from operations.
I needed to try and do something because I've had 2 knee replacements and I also suffer from arthritis. So I tend to get a lot of pain during the winter. So my husband and I decided to join about a year ago. And it's just the idea that the pool is just lovely and warm.
More than 5 years ago, I had both my hips replaced, and it was upon my doctor's recommendation that I came here, following a few weeks of therapy down in the General Hospital pool. And I've been coming here ever since.
So whether it's finding a new love for the sea or using it to improve your health and fitness, there's plenty to be discovered this spring by getting in the water. Annie Nolson, ITV News.